Hey guys, what's up, man? What's going on, man? Welcome to Sports Talk with your boy Rico. What's going on, man? How you guys doing? Hey, it's a beautiful day, man. It's raining a little bit, but it's still a beautiful day, man. That's what it is. Before we talk about Doc Rivers, man, he's back. He's back in the league, baby. The other night, Joel Embiid dropped 70 points. Cat Williams, you know what I mean? Cat over there in Minnesota dropped 62 points. The coach wasn't happy. No defense, and they lost. But no defense. That game was just pure. Both games. All it was Joel Embiid dropping 70 points. Selfish play. Yeah, they were feeding him the ball. He had 1-3, but they were feeding him the ball. He had one turnover. This is the first time since he's been in the league I see him with one turnovers. He normally had multiple turnovers. This is the first time. But again, the team, they were feeding him the ball. To drop 70 points, there's no defense. He was just trying to prove a point to that, to Wemby, to show, hey, I'm better than you. But other than that, because you saw doing shoot around, he passed Wemby. He gave him the look like okay. You know what I mean? He gave him the look. But other than that, there's not much. 70 points, okay. But you're a 7-footer. You should be able to do this on I'm not saying for him to drop 70 every night, but you should be able to give you 40 on a regular night. But you're a 7-footer. You can't tell me you're getting 8 rebounds, 9 rebounds, 6 rebounds, and you're a 7-footer. Because you know what? He's not out there blocking shot, doing all the stuff. You gotta see more from him. I gotta see more from him, man. And that's the thing. Yes, you dropped 70 points. You're showing you could do it. You know what I mean? You're showing you could do it. But other than that, man, it's ridiculous. Shout out to Dave, man. Hey, hey, Dave, what's good, bro? I know you're on the ward chilling. You know what I mean? We haven't been talking a while, brother. I made you up, man. I know we both busy. I know you're busy with family and so many things. But shout out to you. Shout out to Clarence, man. What's good, man? Man. Hey, I'll call you guys, man. But anyway, man. Hey, shout out to Britt. Hey, shout out to you, man. You're a good dude, man. You're a good dude. We gotta do lunch, man. Anyway, man. Yes, anyway, enough. Let me say it to Doc River fans. Doc River, the Bucks fired the head coach. They fired the head coach. Tired of him. They were like, nah, man, you done. We don't want to deal with you. They fired him. Giannis didn't want him. Giannis was just tired of him. Giannis was tired of him because he's like, yeah, listen, it's time for him to leave. And guess what? The new ownership didn't want Giannis to go because the old owner, he got what he needed and sold the team. He got out of it. The new owner came in. He said, all right, Giannis, I'm going to give you players, which he did. You know what I mean? He did. He surrounded him with players. Right? But Giannis was like, okay, this is not enough. Him and the coach, they couldn't get along. Still can't get along. Well, that's why they fired him. Because this is a player league, bro. This is not the days where Orlando Magic, Shaq and the coach wasn't getting along because Shaq went to a grandmother's funeral and during the playoffs. And the coach was mad, dumbass. Mad because Shaq had to go to a funeral, to his grandmother's funeral. And he saw, Shaq shouldn't do that, whatever. He's like, what? What are you talking about, man? So from that moment, that was it for them. And the ownership, the Magic ownership, instead of firing the coach who was trash, they fired they let go of Shaq. They let Shaq walk. They didn't even get anything from him going to free agent, him leaving to go to Lakers. Shaq didn't want to leave. Shaq loved Orlando. He loved the Magic. Till this day, Shaq wants to buy the Orlando Magic. He didn't want to leave, bro. But that's what happened. So they picked the coach over the player, and it fell. Ever since then, they don't do that. They don't do that. They pick the player. You see, 76ers pick Joel Embiid over Doc Rivers. Joel Embiid wanted to do whatever he wanted to do. People are blaming Doc Rivers for the failure of the 76ers. You go to the games, Joel Embiid just taking bad shots, out of position, out of shape, all the time. Doc Rivers was the one going to management saying, hey, because management told Doc Rivers, let Joel be Joel. Joel was going in the club, hanging out, coming in when he wanted to, doing what he wanted to do. Doc Rivers calling plays, hey, this is how you got to be, out of position. He wasn't trying to do that. He wasn't trying to be banging it out there in the post. No, he was trying to go to the wings. He thought he's a 3-point shooters. So people are blaming Doc Rivers for the failure of 76ers. You got to blame Joel Embiid. Like, the process has been over. Yes, he dropped 70 points the other day, whatever. Please, that's nothing. That's nothing. But when you want him to do something, he can't. Anyway, man, Doc Rivers will be the new head coach for the Bucks. Doc Rivers interview, he will be the new head coach for the Milwaukee Bucks. And I love that. I love that. You know what I mean? I think, again, my team Orlando, I think that, he needed players. Right? He needed players, and he didn't get that. But they're okay. They're okay. Going to the Celtics, yes, they won. The guy won a championship. And after that, all right. Going to the Clippers, he made Clippers relevant. He made them relevant, bro. It's unfortunate that you have the Kawhi who want to do what he wants to do, and Paul George just followed suit. But those guys were hurt. But other than that, he did what he needed to do. Anywhere Doc went, they were good. Him coming to the 76ers again, they were good. But people are blaming him as a bad coach. A lot of 76ers fans blame him as a coach, but you gotta look at the guy took you to the playoffs, but the superstar, the so-called superstar, and Joel Embiid couldn't do anything. They couldn't do anything. You know what I mean? So what do you want him to do? A player scored 9 points. What do you want him to do? James Harden dropped 9 points in the playoffs. So that's not Doc Rivers' fault. You know what I mean? You think that's Doc Rivers' fault for that? That's not his fault. He did what he needed to do. So anyway, so Doc Rivers coming to the Bucks. Now finally he will have a team that can compete. He will have a team that could do what they need to do. And you know what I mean? And that is great to have a team that could do that. You know what I mean? Finally, you have Giannis, who's hungry. Giannis is not like those guys. Giannis is a worker. Giannis always looking to do what he needs to do to get better, and Doc Rivers is gonna get him that. Having Doc Rivers, man, I would love that. I can't wait for that. For him to come in as a coach coming, to Wells Fargo Center, wipe off the 76ers out of the playoffs, go to Boston, wipe them off. You know what I mean? Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. I want to see that. So, hey, Milwaukee Bucks fans, Doc Rivers will be the new head coach. Doc Rivers will be the new head coach. And I'm excited, man. Even like I said, my team's Orlando Magic, but I'm excited, for that. You want to see great basketball game. You want to see great football game. You want to see great baseball game. As a Yankee fan, what I mean. 27 championship. You know what I mean. Hey, it's great. I'm not let somebody else win, but you know what I mean. But we 2024. You know what I mean. This is the time to come back to it. We let a lot of people win already. This is the time to go back to the championship form, right? The Jets, I haven't seen this in my lifetime, but you know, man, hey, we went to back-to-back AFC championship. We didn't have a quarterback. We got to return back to that. You know what I mean? I want to see that. You know what I mean? Orlando, we get in there. You know what I mean? We're not a championship team yet. You know what I mean? We're not a playoff team yet. We need Orlando need a true center, a big guy like Joel Embiid, but not Joel Embiid, but I'm saying a big guy, a 7-footer athletic that can play. We need that one piece. They get that one piece, they'll be all right. Other than that, man, we you know what I mean? I love seeing great games. I love seeing great games. You know what I mean? Looking for the playoffs right now. You have 4 teams. In the NFL right now. You know what I mean? 2 number 1s playing, 2 number 1s and 2 number 3s. That's crazy. 2 number 1s and 2 number 3s. Made it. Those are high-powered offense and defense team. So I'm excited to see that. You know what I mean? And when you watch the defensive games, you're like, dang, this is good. You know what I mean? You watch the Raiders game, they lost 3-0, but that was a defensive game. Offense couldn't do anything, but that was a defensive game. I love seeing that. I remember, watching Green Bay and the Jets playing. You know what I mean? Green Bay and the Jets playing in the snow. It was a defensive game. We couldn't score a point. It was a lot of field goals, and I love that. Defense wasn't going in. It was stopped from both teams. Watching the Jets play in New England, it was a defensive game. You know what I mean? They playing together. It was a defensive game, and as a former defensive player, a guy who loves defense, you want to see a great defense. You want to see a great game. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't want to see a blowout. You know what I mean? That's why you have team. I want to see a great game. You all should appreciate that. Anyway, man, sports talk. Doc Rivers coming to Doc Rivers will be the new head coach for the Bucks. You hear it here first. All right? LeBron's almost there to get 40,000 points, man. Nobody's done that. No one's talking about that. Anyway, man, sports talk. I'm out.